What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for Rookie Street Stocks at Charlotte. This is another one of those 6 a.m. racing videos because I haven't gotten a chance to run one of these yet, unfortunately. Didn't get a chance to run V's either, but that's just going to have to be shelved in all likelihood. So, regardless, we are ready to rock and roll here. Maybe I'll get a V in later this evening. I'm not sure, but regardless, we're ready to get going. It's going to be a small split. There are only like 50 people registered for this because it's 6 a.m. on a Monday. But we'll see how we do. Not super excited about the prospect. Some of these people that are going to be in this split with us, since there are only 50 people registered at Charlotte. So we'll see how it goes. No expectations as usual. Just need to get a video in. Hopefully we can get a decent finish out of this and recover some of the iRating that we bounced at USA, getting dumped a couple times in my last oval video. So, oh yeah, we got rookies in here. 3,900 for Daniel Millard. Greg is here as well. Greg's very good. 4,100, but everybody else is pretty low, so we'll see how this goes. As usual, no real expectations of how this is going to go. There we go. Okay, we are ready. Loading in. We are ready to rock and roll. All right, recording's working today. That's good. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see what our weather's looking like. 80-degree track temp. Looks like it's afternoon, but pretty cloudy. Because I'm in the process of getting ready to go to work, obviously, on this fine Monday morning. I'm racing in stocks once again, which has been not the move lately. Hope everybody has a great Monday. This is going to be a today video, so hope everybody has a great Monday. Like I said, if I get home and have time, maybe I'll record a V for this week, just on no practice YOLO. But if the backup plan to that is after the week switches over this evening to go ahead and run Mazda Cup or something that can be a tomorrow video, but maybe it'll be V. So if tomorrow's a V video, you know that I got one in and had time. Otherwise, it'll be something else. So we are ready to rock and roll here. Again, I feel very good about qualifying. Greg is very fast. He's usually a front-rank contender guy. He's not the cleanest of drivers. He has a little bit of reputation, but again, he's very fast. So don't really recognize any of these other names. We've raced with Daniel Millard before. Doesn't ring a bell though, good or bad, so that's usually is what it is. So, but most of the rest of the field here is pretty low iRating relatively. So, yeah, one of the various Alex Rodriguez's, but that's I guess I'm sure a very common name. So, I am tired, folks. Really should not be racing at 6 o'clock in the morning for work on 5 hours of sleep, but here we are. So. See how it goes. Choices were made. I need to get one of these in anyway, so I might as well record it and have a nice video from it and enjoy it. So, all right, we are ready. Go out, get some Q laps in. Make sure everything is warmed up appropriately in the car, and we will go run the race. We got 20 laps. It's gonna probably be like a 15-ish minute race, I'd say. So that'll be good. Up to the gears, nice and smooth as always here with Q. That's the most important part. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I guess we try to be somewhere in the 7s for our Q lap here. It's probably going to be fast. Not sure exactly what's going to be fast, but somewhere in the 7s is probably good to aim for. As usual, not sliding the tires is key. Don't want to touch too much apron, but you want to be right on it with that left front if you can. The back end will swing around just a little bit. All right, first lap, get up to speed lap. 142 at the line is pretty solid there. We'd like to hit about 144 if we can on our second lap. Easier said than done, obviously. Turn a little bit up from this first seat mirror in turn 1. Stay a little bit from the wall. Keep the thing straight down the middle. Swing out here for our entry to 3. Again, just a little bit above the seam. As little wheel movement as you can, and here comes money lap. So let's shut up for about 40 seconds, see what I can do. Decent lap. 788 is in the 7, so that's good. Good sign, good start. Not sure if that's going to hold up or not. Obviously, everybody gets a chance to queue, and it's someone can really nail a queue lap as usual, but I'm happy with the time. I wanted to be in the 7s, and we found that. So, see what that puts us at. Right now, nobody is in the 8s either, actually, so that's a good sign. But of course, we got a lot of people yet to run their second lap and so on. So, Greg runs a 9:03, it looks like, on his second lap, so we have quite the lap here. All right. Yeah, so as usual, I mean, this is a good track. It's a good race. I very much enjoy it, but it's also a crapshoot. It's just how it is. You know, you don't get to pick, you know, who your pushers are, where they push you or, you know, jack you up or push you sideways in the corner or anything like that. Unfortunately, it's just how it goes. But we'll make the best of it. Daniel runs at 8:21. Good lap for him. I need to type my GLA here, as I always do. Only Bruno's left to run here. Q lap, and number 5, he looks like is on first lap at least. So hopefully he'll be done shortly, and we can get ready to rock and roll here quickly. Cut a little bit of time off. Get graded up and get going. So looks like only 2 cars right now have run sub 9. We are the only ones sub 8. Obviously, good lap from Daniel as well. There's Bruno finishing up his lap. So yeah, sub 9 ended up being a decent lap with it put you in the front row. So pretty cloudy. It looks like it's, you know, I guess it's evening. It's about 8 o'clock, 8:30 p.m. in session. Track temp cool down just a little bit. A couple of guys with high ping there from foreign countries. All good. We are ready. Uncheck tires. Make sure we're ready to rock and roll. Don't need fuel. Hopefully we stay clean. Can stay towards the front. We've had good luck staying on the bottom, just kind of protecting here. But obviously, if cars get a big draft on the top, they will go by us. But we'll deal with that if and when we get there. So appreciate you coming. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want to miss any of the action from iRacing, Need Speed Hot Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt Daytona, anything else I may record and post. Give me a like simply for getting up and doing this again at 6 a.m. like an idiot. I need mental support for whatever this has become and why I decided to do this. So my commitment to the channel and to racing is probably a little bit toxic, but you know, that's part of the deal. I enjoy it and I enjoy racing, so we will continue to do this if I procrastinate my race recording for the whole weekend and other times.
Good luck.
So we'll see. See what we can get out of this.
Good luck.
One more car. Ready to rock and roll here. We'll see what kind of help we get to start here. Obviously, Greg's going to want to go to the front. Daniel will want to go to the front. Everybody's going to want to come to the front and try to race us for this, obviously. Nobody's just going to hang back and follow us. Nate did. Nacho Nate, my guy, one time, if you remember, several weeks and months ago. I think they're 3 wide back there. What are they doing? Nacho Nate, shout out to him, buddy. Hope he's doing well. At Charlotte here, we talked about we broke away and he and I were going to finish 1-2, and he did try to beat me at the end, but he was a good pusher and a good guy, and we became good friends after that because I did appreciate him not just plowing through me or hooking me or anything like that to win. So But other than that, everybody usually tries to beat you and do whatever they have to do, hook you, jack your rear tires up, whatever they want to do, basically, because you're pretty vulnerable as the leader. If they just decide not to lift or to hit you in the left rear in the middle of the corner, you're pretty toast. As we saw a couple weeks ago at USA, you can't really save it. So back tires being off the ground is bad, but hopefully we can keep it up towards the front. We did we did the hard work. We did the first bit of qualifying towards the front so that we can have a good starting position, and now we can try and make the most of it. So we are ready. We are going to get going here. Again, appreciate y'all coming. Let's try to get another good finish here, or maybe even a win. So we're ready to go. Let's do it. Good start. Not a perfect start or the best start or anything, but should be able to protect the bottom here. No problem. Is Greg going to go up? Nope, he's going to stay in line at the bottom. Cool. So we'll get a nice run down the back with the push. Should be able to stay in front here, at least to lead lap 1. Focus on our marks here in turn 3. Not overdrive, not slide the tires too much if we can help it. Greg doesn't have any kind of big run here off of 4, so we should be able to take a nice little bit of an arc. Again, still want to protect. Do lead lap 1. 1 in the books. Daniel's up by himself there on the outside for the time being. Not sure if there was a wreck or what happened there exactly, but Martin's coming on the bottom behind where Greg is at, so he's kind of stuck down there for the moment. They're still side by side for third, so he's kind of pinched off. A little bit cooler track temp here. We should be able to enter a little bit flatter to defend if we need to. Not that we won't still wear the tires, they're just not going to get quite as greasy as they would, and we've seen here before in some of the daytime races, which is good in my opinion. Again, more than happy to defend this, chop these lanes off, but not needed here at this point in the race, too early to be worried about that. We're just going to get ourselves wrecked if we're worried about that in the first probably 15 laps, but 5 to go, we're definitely going to watch the mirror quite a bit more and make sure we don't die here. Martin and Iago now also getting by on the bottom. Looks like Daniel still might be hung out there on the top, so when they changed this tire mod, I don't know exactly when they went to NTM V6. It was sometime not too terribly long after I joined iRacing, which was the middle of 2013. And in my opinion, they kind of ruined this series here for a while. It was so good because we got people on the fence back there. Hopefully they'll survive this. It kind of ruined this series because it took it from being like a pure plate racing type of series. It was very much, yeah, they're wrecking off too, interesting. It was very much a pure plate racing series of keep it flat, keep it pinned, hold the bottom, no tire wear. This is, of course, on smooth Charlotte, what is now 2008 Legacy Charlotte, whatever it's called. No tire wear, foot to the floor, push, make it 3 wide, 4 wide, 5 wide, YOLO, rookies. And of course, it was only rookies in D-Class until just a couple of years ago that were allowed to run this series. So it was kind of a crapshoot, and that was insane as a rookie to try to gain SR and gain experience and all this stuff. I'm just going to look at how many people are in this lead pack. Looks like 6. That was insane, though, as a rookie to learn in that environment. And it was chaotic, and it didn't end well a lot of times because rookies don't know what they're doing or don't care or intent wreck or whatever. So someone had to win every race. Obviously, that is not a safe spot to be stopped there, Kevin. So it was kind of a crapshoot, but at the same time, it was interesting and it was fun racing, if nothing else. So that part of it was kind of crazy. But then when they went to NTM V6, it really changed this car and this track, because I feel like it definitely made it more tire wear happy, and not in terms of the tires wore like crazy and it was bad, but they're wrecking again, what the hell? But more in terms of the field couldn't separate, but also couldn't handle themselves. It was very much you gotta save some tire. And so, honest to God, there was a little bit of time I remember running this when NTM V6 was the thing before they dialed it in a little bit more towards the end of its cycle, where honestly, if you would hang on the top and have a push, you were in the best spot to be on the top, which is why the first time I ran this, maybe 3-4 months ago, anywhere in there. Oh, Greg just got turned, unfortunately. Not sure what that was all about. Not sure if he turned himself or what happened there.
Seriously, 4.
But
That was a pretty dickhead move.
whatever happened there, it definitely got to the point where being on the top with a push was preferable, because the inside tires would wear so much in 3 and 4 that you were actually in a better position to be out there. So it definitely was a very interesting driving situation and dynamic to be in that spot. But, you know, I'm a little bit worried about these guys now that have already wrecked each other a couple times, so that's maybe something to keep an eye out for. I think this guy's an 86 paint scheme, 86. But yeah, so it definitely became a weird situation, but then I feel like this is a pretty good racing product. It's not quite what it was back when I started on NTM V5, but it's a good racing product, and it is a lot of fun, and it's definitely exciting racing, and a little bit chaotic, which is good for this, that type of thing. So it's good. You can be racy again. It's still difficult to pass the leader if they know what they're doing and they don't get just jacked up or hooked like we just saw. It is difficult to get by the leader unless they group up around my outside. Then I'm pretty much a sit and duck. But for now, we're in a pretty good spot. But this guy is just about 2K, I believe, behind us here in the 4 cars. So hopefully he's not a complete idiot. But again, you never really know in this. So I think our lead pack is about 5 cars here now. Greg is gone, obviously. He got hooked out of line. I'm sure there are some others somewhere that have had issues. So this time by, we'll be through halfway. On the back, we'll just scroll through quick and see how many are in this lead pack. I'm not going to give up the lead, but I don't really want to be 2nd, 3rd, 4th, any of those spots. Yeah, lead pack is 5. So we're getting close to dropping Bruno off of that. Actually, it's about 6 back from where Tyler's at. Again, they're going to have to group up on my outside to pass me. So we're not giving up the bottom for sure. We're going to get hooked before we give up the bottom. So this is good racing product. So if you haven't given Rookie Street Stocks at Charlotte a go, either since you were a rookie or because it's chaotic, because you don't like draft racing or anything like that, do it, because that's not really what this is, and it is a lot of fun. It's exciting. It's aggressive. It's a lot of fun. It teaches you car placement and where to push and not really how to block. You can't really block in this car. It doesn't really work like that. But if you like some of the excitement of Talladega and the craziness that makes Talladega fun without just the constant 8 wide wrecks if Holden car, this could be entertaining to you, and that's why I like it, because it is definitely a type of series where you drive aggressively and you make interesting moves and all that stuff, but you also have to drive with some respect. You still have to take care of your tires a little bit at least, and it's just a different form of racing that you usually get in this car or most other short track series for sure. It's a totally different ball game. So anyways, enough of that. That was like a 7-lap story. But I wanted to talk about something that wasn't just me sitting here in silence at 6 o'clock in the morning doing this race, but we're coming to 8 laps to go. We'll be 12 down. We're still in a good spot. Still led them all. Greg unfortunately got hooked out of line there. See what everybody else has left here for tire wear as we go. We are going to catch Kevin Lawrence here, who was sitting on the apron of turn 4 earlier. That's going to be just lovely, I'm sure. They're getting a really good run at us right about start-finish line, and so far, Iago's giving us a push each time. I got to be very, very careful not to let him, especially when we get down to the end here, dive to my left there, because we're going to be in trouble if he ever gets to us there, as he almost got hooked out of line there by Daniel as well. I have to be very, very careful with this just because of the way that they're grouping up and where they're getting that run. So, not pushing on corner entry right now, which is good. Not sure if that's intentional or if he just doesn't have the tire grip to enter there hard, but regardless, yeah, they're getting a really big run off of 4 when they back that up, and they're catching me right at start finish and picking my back tires up, which is very, very scary. But obviously, I gotta just keep my foot in it and hope for the best. So, 7 more. Gonna be 2/3 distance here when we come back through. Still doing okay. Hopefully Kevin just stays up around the top and hangs out there. That would be much appreciated. Alright, so 6 to go. Yeah, they just back up like a car length or so in 3 and get such a run right at start finish there and get a big push. But because of the angle you have to take the tri-oval or quad oval, excuse me, at, it's scary, and it's just sketchy enough that I'm either going to get hooked out of line with having some wheel in it, or there again, he got in the back of me while I had the wheel turned in the center, leaving 1 and 2, and that's asking for it to go wrong. But yeah, all right, Kevin, now's not the time for you to start experimenting going to the bottom, my guy. You need to go somewhere else. we're gonna get hooked here. I just have the feeling it's just not going well. We are in a podium position. Thanks, Kevin, for staying up around the top. If you do so, we can just push right by him on the bottom here and then let him deal with everybody else. You do. Awesome. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Much appreciated. Woo. All right, so yeah, 4 to go here. Had a great race so far. Pack is thinned. We got to not get ourselves hooked out of this because even if we get past, it's going to be like 4th or 5th. Which in the field of 13 as the one car at 1900 SOF, we definitely have to be proactive about not dying here. So they're getting close to hooking each other. I think Daniel cut Iago a break there. I am up the track just a little bit. I'm going to get pushed in the center of the corner again. Very dangerous, very scary. Just trying to hang on to it because we can't really do much else here. Definitely getting aggressive with the pushes behind us. I'll look here if we got Bruno shuffled out of this group or not. We did, so it's just 4 of us here at the front. 1, 4, 3, and 13 car numbers. Not that really matters in a split like this, but not sure how much experience they have fighting at the front of these fields, so just gotta be careful not to give up any advantages. Know that people might get desperate. There we go, we gotta get a shove right in the middle of 1. Push those up the track just a little bit. Be able to get back down straight for our exit here. Coming to 2 to go, now we gotta start defending this like they're gonna take a run every time. Definitely don't want to leave any gaps, leave any open space. Pushed right through the center there, yeah, so they're not lifting for corner entry anymore. So we're gonna have 2 nail-biting laps here, just trying to not get jacked up sideways. We're gonna get big runs, we gotta defend them. Definitely getting pushed in weird spots there. Oh, they're pushing again. Getting hooked like crazy. Again, Daniel lets Iago go because that was definitely a situation where he would have had to run to the inside of turn 1 and cut him a break to get back in line. He's going to go to the top here, 1 to go. He's got a good run. He's got a good push from the 13. See what kind of tires he's got left to hold out there. He had that run, has lost that run a little bit. Here comes Daniel on the bottom to give us a push, which is really his only option here. White flag, 1 to go. Iago's going to lead this lap. Side by side. Let's see what we can do here on this last one. Get a good run on the bottom here. Yeah, it's going to try to push us here. Gotta just keep this as tight as we possibly can. Do get a good push off into 3. Keep it tight. Watch the mirror because they're going to get a run. Hopefully we can just get through here nice and smooth. Protect the bottom, defend, defend, defend. They're going to get a big run around the top. We got to just shortcut this as much as we possibly can. Jacked up sideways, but we do get the victory. We timed it right. Got a good push. Good race, guys. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for the push, Daniel. Good fun. That was good fun. Appreciate Daniel for the push there. He didn't get back to second. I thought he
Good
might.
race, boy.
That was great fun. Sorry about that, Greg. Did you just get dumped out of line there? I didn't really get a chance to see what happened.
Now I was pushing on you, and that 4 car came up and pushed me, and just frickin' lost it.
I got you, man. That sucks. We'll take that all day. Very happy with that. A lot of fun. I'll just stop vaguely in the start-finish line area. All right. Well, I'm happy with that. We didn't lead that second to last lap, so we only led 19 laps. Usually start at the front and have a good race like that. We lead them all. Boring race for Bruno. He fell off that lead draft, but gets a nice top 5. Good racing at the front with Iago, Daniel, and Tyler. Unfortunate for Greg that he got turned out of line. A couple of these guys spun immediately, basically, but that's a race. We'll go check out the results here shortly. Happy with that. Glad we were able to get a win. Get back rebounded after the way USA went. Excuse me. 23 ironing only, but not quite back to 5,600. It's irrelevant. It's just a number. We're not concerned about that at all. We were 4/10 off the very best lap, of course, with the big runs they were getting behind us early in the race. 1 lap yet for Iago. He gets 74 ironing out of this as well. Daniel, good ironing day. Tyler as well. Greg loses 80 down to 40-35 and some safety ring from the spin, unfortunately. But again, sometimes that's how it goes in this series. I've actually had better luck at Charlotte. We've talked about that. I have at USA or anywhere else. So, yeah, happy with that. We'll take that. And we'll move on to the next. So that's going to be it. Make sure you drop that like and a sub down below. Don't want to miss any action from iRacing, DSP Hot Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt Daytona, Camaro content, anything else I may post. That's going to be it. Till next time, as always. Bye bye.